Hi, I'm sitting down today with my friend and colleague Kathy McKee, a teacher with Eastland Fairfield Career and Technical Schools, where she oversees the work of the Employability Prep program. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Of course. So, Employability Prep,
Mhm.
some folks may not know what that is. Tell us a little bit
Right.
about the program.
So, Employability Prep is a career and tech lab that houses students with learning differences. We are community based. We are not housed at either the Eastland or the Fairfield campuses, but instead the students go to their associate schools. So they go to their home high school for part of their day to get their academics, and then come to me for half of their day for career and tech ed.
One of the reasons I reached out to you
Mhm.
is, so many businesses right now are really struggling with finding talent in all different
Exactly.
industry sectors.
Right.
And the good news is, as someone coming from the education world as well, and I
Mhm.
know you as a teacher,
Yeah.
will appreciate the fact that businesses are wanting to connect to what we're calling emerging talent. So young
Right.
people, that age group that you just described.
Mhm.
So some of these different jobs that the students that come through employability prep,
Mhm.
talk a little bit more about some of the jobs in the fields that they're filling right now.
So, for instance, culinary, we had them in housekeeping, they were in purchasing, event setup. So, a lot of those opportunities because there could be chances for students to excel in those areas. As we started taking on more students, we started growing into different hotels. We moved into the childcare industry as well, and we stayed in that role for many, many years until the pandemic hit. And now we have ventured out into working in fast food. We work in warehousing. We have lots of different industries that we are wanting to serve. We are trying to fill that void and to work with different businesses in order to fill that gap.
What are things that employers should consider? So I'm going to bring in a high school student.
Yes.
I'm going to bring in a high school student that's involved in employability prep and has this
Hmm.
great support system behind them.
Exactly.
What are things that employers should do to get their workplace and workforce ready?
Well, I think one of the things is to see where is there a need? Where are jobs being either not fulfilled that are important jobs, but because of either a lack of a number of associates to do that work, or not being able to do their own job because now they're trying to tackle these other routine tasks.
And one area where we know has been extremely impacted negatively by
Mhm.
COVID and by all the changes we've been through is the childcare industry,
Yes.
which is having a ripple effect on the entire
Hmm.
workforce. When workers don't have someone to watch their children so
Right.
that they can go to work, that impacts all of us.
Hmm.
So some of your students, as you mentioned, have been in these childcare roles.
Yeah, currently.
Yeah,
Hmm.
how is that working, and what are maybe some of the places where they actually are placed right now?
Yeah, the students love working in childcare. We have two downtown, Children First, and we also have City Kids downtown. I have one in Reynoldsburg called Miss Peas, and then last year we were out in Westerville at Bright Path Active Learning. So our students come in and fill those voids of being a floater, sanitizing the toys, which weren't done on a regular basis. I mean, they were done on a regular basis before the pandemic, but now there are just things that are set in place that have to be done on a timely manner.
Absolutely.
I'd be happy to go in to any of these industries. It doesn't have to be a daycare industry. It could be a manufacturing industry. It could be warehousing. Something that I'm really trying to break into is to get into some sort of an auto related industry. I've had a little bit of difficulty doing that just in proximity of where we were downtown. But again, we are trying to branch out into some of these suburbs.
If you were looking at trends or things
Hmm.
that, because we've been through so much upheaval and just
Right.
so much crazy in the last couple of years, when you're looking at trends, especially from businesses connecting to your students in
Hmm.
employability prep, what do you think is coming in the rest of this year and then maybe in 2023?
I think there's still going to be a great need for employers to be hiring people. It's in all facets. It's not just in daycare or in hospitality. I mean, it is affecting everything across the board, even manufacturing. where they didn't have problems with that before.
Yeah,
So,
and that's the goal, right? I mean, we
mhm,
want to continue to share all the great work that you're doing,
absolutely.
that the district is doing,
Hmm.
and that that these young people are doing when they're at their place of employment.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for today. It's been
Absolutely. It's
so good
been
to
my
see you.
pleasure. Very good to see you
You
too.
too.
Thank you.
Mhm.